Hello friends, welcome back to another course video. Today you will be learning how to use the finally clause. You might remember in the previous video I told you that I will teach you how to create and use custom exceptions, but that uses the concept of classes which we haven't learned yet. Classes are advanced things. You will definitely learn it, but in the future. One more thing before we start, this is the last part of dealing with errors. From the next video, we will move on to working with strings. You will learn more about it in the next video. Normally, you want to handle any exception that occurs in a way that doesn't cause the application to crash. However, sometimes you can't do anything to fix the problem and the application is most definitely going to crash. At this point, your goal is to cause the application to crash gracefully, which means closing files that the user doesn't lose data and performing other tasks of that nature. Anything you can do to keep damage to data and the system to a minimum is an essential part of handling data for a crashing application. The finally clause is part of the crashing application strategy. You use this clause to perform any required last minute task. Normally, the finally clause is quite short and uses only calls that are likely to succeed without further problem. It is essential to close the files, log the user off and perform other required tasks, and then let the application crash before something terrible happens, such as a total system failure. First, I will show you, then I will explain you, so follow along with me. So first, we will import system. So we just say import sys. Then after this, we will print raising an exception. Next, after this statement, we will say system.exit. I will explain you what this means in a second. So, after this, we say finally, then print taking care of last minute details. In this example, the code raises a value error exception. The except clause executes as normal when this happens. The call to system.exit means that the application exits after the exception is handled. Perhaps the application can't recover in this particular instance, but the application normally ends, which is why the final print function call won't ever execute. The finally clause code always executes. It doesn't matter whether the exception happens or not. The code you place in this block needs to be common code that you always want to execute. For example, when working with a file, you place the code to close the file into this block to ensure that the data isn't damaged by the remaining in memory rather than going to disk. Now let's run the code and see what happens. The application displays the except clause message and the finally clause message. The system.exit call prevents any other code from executing, as you see. Lastly, we will comment out this statement. Now let's run the code again. Removing the exception will demonstrate how the finally clause actually works. The application displays a series of messages, including the finally clause message. This part of the example shows that the finally clause always executes, so you need to use it carefully.